штаны, сука. Настоящий Армани, блядь, реальный.
И хуй мой танцевал и воянь в ноги. Остынь, остынь.
Да ёбуть, а вот тут мой телефон точно было. Ах ты хер ебут! Что, блядь, слышно? Чё, забыл, кто тебе...
Alright, so some time ago when the patch with all the new goodies kicked in, one of which was the infamous thermal scope, I remember going like, what? No, Tarkov doesn't need this. No way in hell I'm gonna go against a fully armored dude with borderline wallhack, right? Well, it seems I was wrong. The more I play it, the more I realize that everything has a counter, and especially when it comes to the so-called overpowered gear, I notice that a certain psychological phenomenon kicks in, subconsciously altering your playstyle. And though it may sound weird, bear with me. Just try to think about it for a second. No matter if you're playing solo or in a squad, certain things will happen. But for the sake of this video and because I play solo, we'll start from that. As a solo player, it's only logical to say that you would go through a raid at a much slower pace than you would when playing with a squad. Simple as that, one pair of eyes can only see so much. And yes, I usually do talk about gear fear, but let's be honest, we all get filthy rich after playing the game for a few weeks, at which point the gear fear ceases to exist for the majority of players. But being that Escape from Tarkov has a very powerful ability to raise your blood pressure and make you rage so damn hard, all of us are looking for that silver lining between carrying expensive gear and performing well, all the while feeling relaxed in a raid. Can't do it, but it's just not how it works. Nonetheless, as a step towards achieving that, I usually like to just push through. Tough situations, knowingly pick a fight when I'm outnumbered, and pretty much am aware that I'm gonna get wrecked, but none of that matters really because
it's only a game,
and I'm working my way to becoming better at the
game.
We're slowly getting to the whole point of the video. As a solo player, can one particular item get you that extra edge you need, mostly when going against a 3 or 4 man squad? Can the thermal scope help you in the aforementioned situations, and to what extent? Do you need to be scared even more while taking this beast into a raid, alone, with no one to help you? I mean, it's hella expensive and there's pretty much no way you're ever gonna get one back if you lose it, cause everybody can simply put it in their secured container. So what's the point of the thermal scope? Well, to use it, and to lose it. So let's look at the pros of the REAP-IR, or Reaper. I'm just gonna call it Reaper, okay? When it was first implemented in the game, I wasn't excited at all, mainly because of the fact that I can't stand the thermal sights in Arma 3, which many players use to snipe from like 2 kilometers away. And for me, that's a deal breaker. I have no problem with whoever uses it, but for me, it simply takes the fun out of the game. It doesn't offer any sense of accomplishment when I detect an enemy that's more than a kilometer away with a thermal device. And by simply thinking about something like that would be in Tarkov. And then I remembered that in this game, not everything is what it appears to be, so I decided to try it out. I chose woods, obviously, and in the first few minutes I got a very nice catch. Killed a duo and got myself an RSASS. So at that point, the greed of Tarkov loot kicked me in the head, and all of a sudden I had this huge love and respect for the thermal scope. So far I learned that, of course, it doesn't go through trees, nor it should cause it detects heat, but it was extremely helpful in spotting the second player who was barely visible due to all the greenery. And now comes the bad part. I was so empowered at the start of the raid that 5 minutes later I died to another 2-man squad. Cause you know, rushing across an open field just because I didn't spot anyone with my thermal scope doesn't mean that they're not around. Which was exactly the case, of course. So the next couple of raids were pretty successful. I took it slow, paid attention to my movement and positioning, got some gear, and eventually died again because of the same empowered feeling. I had a drop on yet another squad, I knew exactly where they were, and instead of backing out and doing one more flank, the mighty me chose to go in front of a huge rock to look for them while they had full cover in the forest. Yep, I thought I was invisible because you know, I have a thermal scope and a big gun, and everybody else is blind, right? Oh, so wrong. And that was 2 thermal scopes lost. And now comes the important part. I caught myself doing something terribly wrong, driven by the thought that the thermal scope will do the job for me. So instead of relying on my own spotting skills and awareness, I was walking through the raid while looking down the scope. And I guess it's okay to do from time to time, but relying on the scope so much, actually to the point where I even stopped using my free look, was a very bad decision to make. From the technical side, the Reaper cannot be used for long-range sniping. While some might see this as a bad thing, it's actually very well balanced. You're not able to sit at the sniper rocks and woods and shoot down into the lumber camp. And even though some might be disappointed by this fact, it's actually a very good thing. It can help you spot people very easily, but don't expect it to be able to do it from miles away. Kinda breaks the whole concept. You can, however, use it for some mid-range sniping, and dispatching players within the Reaper's effective range doesn't feel broken. You can switch between two different thermals, and there's not much I could say about this except for me, the second one feels a bit better as the opponents completely light up. Though, there is one thing that is kinda scary, and that's a well-organized 3 or 4 man squad, with one of the squad members being equipped with a thermal scope. Yep, that's scary. I mean, there's no way to know if you got killed by someone who has a thermal scope. When you get wrecked, you get wrecked. But just the thought of a squad with really good communication and a thermal spotter is no joke. Just saying. So the Reaper thermal scope is great fun to use, especially if you're a solo player. The stakes are much higher and it kinda prompts you to play more carefully. The scope itself is pretty expensive, but even so, I think it's okay for something this high-tech to cost this much, as the whole point of expensive gear in the trader levels is for you to gradually work your way up with the gear, all the while learning different attachments and what they do, and which guns they fit on. And finally, is the Reaper thermal scope overpowered? Nope. Alright, enjoy some thermal RSASS gameplay. Shit dude, that's gonna be a squad. Haven't had any luck of running into solo players, but... Well, if your friends are next to you, I'm toast. Shit's really good for woods, man. But I'm scared as fuck. It's a constant paranoia.
Hey man, it's Twitter bro. Please follow Twitter. You know you want to, please follow Twitter.
Dude, those are not scavs. Oh. Oh, here we go. Right. Assuming defensive positions. Hell, bro, they might have even gone to the right, you know, get a nice little vantage point, but I don't know. Ooh. Got a feeling this is a big catch. Nice. Yeah, I need them Ford armors. Guessing if they had a fourth one. Wait, I'm not actually sure if the first guy I killed is their friend. Huh. What I'm thinking is, you know, there's been rumors of ghillie suit coming into Tarkov. Don't know how that's gonna be like, you know. But what if, oh shit. What about a fucking thermal suit, you know? Well, not a thermal suit, I don't know how you call it. So you can't be detected with a thermal scope. Fuck, can't remember what's the name. Never mind, you know what I mean. Arma has it. I have to stop doing this. It's like, I feel so confident. That's a DVL, that's a suppressed DVL, shit. Not the time to potato. that's a dead scav. Fuck me. Dude, where'd he go? Bro, come on. Oh my god, I have no idea how this guy didn't hear me. Should have had me fucking dead to rights. Yeah, I'm not in the best spot to loot. I'm not in the best spot to fight, but... And I know I should move, like... Fuck it, I'll stay. Oh, there we go. Yo. Gotta be at the rock somewhere. Oh, come on. I mean, for him to take cover like that. Like, to be honest, I'm playing like a retard now. Dude, it's like, in his eyes... In his eyes, I must be the, like... What is this guy doing? Here we go. You know what? Not even gonna loot that guy. Gotta close off this side before it's too late. Because if they made a run for the bridge right after they spawned, yeah, I don't stand a chance. That's 2 hits, 3. Is he dead? I think he's dead. What? He's dead now. Wait, what the fuck? That's weird. Nice. Well, these are no scavs. When things go bad, just go prone. The fuck am I laughing about? It's like, I do that first, on woods especially. It's like I panic. Just go prone. Everything's gonna be alright. No worries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're dead. Just like the last guy, the guy with an MP5, he kind of freaked me out because he stood still for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 seconds. Then he started running. Guess it's a play dead mechanism. What'd you boys have for me? Oh shit, nice. Can't remember the last time I shot a guy who had an SV98.
Yeah.